I've already been here for a few hours this morning, just kind of trying to button up everything with this wide body kit, trying to get some stuff lined up in the rear. We got it a little bit better. There's still gonna be some stuff later on down the road that we're gonna have to kind of fix up and repair, but I don't want to do that right now. I'm so sick of doing body work and painting and whatnot. So rear bumper, we're gonna have to fix. This panel right here, we have to do some repainting on. This panel needs to be completely reshaped, so we'll fix that later on. And then I may or may not redo the front bumper extensions. We have some spares. I really wish that body line lined up with the bumper, that there to that there, if that makes sense. I don't mind how it looks, but if we can get it to look better, we might as well, right? And like I said, we do have a spare set of front and rear bumper extensions. So even if I take these pieces right here and we try to get them to fit and work with this bumper, and we can't, we can always go back to the ones that we have. I'm not gonna focus on that right now. I just honestly wanna get this whole entire car back together. We have a billion other things to do to it. Engine bay, all the glass installed back in it. We have the wing we gotta get back on, wheels and tires. We have a lot of stuff. And like I said, I'm so sick of doing body work right now. Let's go ahead and reassemble the trunk, or I guess the hatch, and then I want to get the hatch wing on and just kind of see how this whole entire car is going to look 90% complete with all of the parts and pieces installed back on it. Hatch is installed on the car. We also went ahead and got that antenna, the roof antenna installed. I'm not sure exactly when we can get the glass installed back in this thing. I'm sure it'll be a few days, but we can go ahead and set the swing on there and see how sick it's gonna look. First thing I'm gonna do is try and get this wiring figured out for the third brake light. So let me just grab the light. I'm gonna plug some wires into some other wires and test it out until she works. All right, first try, we got her to work. There's only 2 wires, so it's a 50-50 shot. Looks like black and red goes to white and black, and the red goes to the green. Wing is all together. We may have to pull it back off to get that rear window installed, but I'm just gonna set it up on there for now. I've never seen the wing on the car with the full wide body kit installed, so I'm excited to see how everything looks. Definitely gonna have to pull the wing back off to get the window installed. It actually sits on top of the window as well, but here's a quick little look of the much needed wing on the hatch. It looks so much better with the wing. So much better. This thing really needs some wheels. I actually kind of want to just get this car outside today, like fully complete, minus windows. So I'm going to fully bolt that wing on, just in case we want to go drive it a little bit, we can. Obviously not for no windshield, but we need to get the wing fully bolted on, and then I'm going to slap the hood on as well, just to see it fully complete for the first time. Before we get the hood on, I need to get that cowl piece or that trim piece on. Actually, you know what? That might be in the way of the windshield, so we'll do that later. That piece right there is the piece I'm talking about. We can still easily get that on after the hood is on. So let's go ahead and get on our Sti carbon fiber hood. All right, we got the hood on, did some light fender adjustments and got her to fit pretty decently. This thing is really coming together. Next up is going to be the mirrors. We gotta get the caps back on the mirrors. But before we do any of that, I wanna get these 3 pieces cleaned up, and we gotta slap some Cerakote trim coat down on these plastic pieces. It's gonna help a ton with the shine and get rid of all of that plastic fading. So let's go ahead and pull the actual mirror off the mirror base. Screws are loose anyway. As you can see, it's a little bit floppy, so we're gonna have to tighten those up. But first, let's pull them off, and we can apply that trim coat to these base mounts here. I don't really feel like messing around with the wiring. To get the mirror all the way off the base, we'd have to pull that wiring connector off, which I don't really want to do. So that's good enough to get these things cleaned up. Let's run through, get them cleaned with some water and degreaser, both mirrors, and then I'm gonna do this windshield cowl piece as well. Get them all cleaned up, and then we can slap